Young and Restless spoilers week of July 6th. In Young and Restless latest spoilers for the week of Monday, July 6th through Friday, July 10th, desperate measures are taken to protect Jack and Diane. Victor takes charge of Nikki's care, and Kane finds yet another way to surprise Lily. Get the details on these teasers and more below. Phyllis knows a thing or two about picking up the pieces, so maybe she's the ideal person to help Matt Clark start a new chapter. Audra hasn't done anyone dirty in minutes? Now she can resist the urge no longer, so she stirs up trouble for Sienna. You would have thought that it wasn't possible, but yes, it's not only possible. Things do go from bad to worse for Diane and Jack. Young and Restless spoilers for Tuesday, July 7th. Victor makes an unexpected decision about Nikki's medical care. Patty gets the upper hand against Diane as Jack's life hangs in the balance. It's just one more reason we can't wait for the new head writer to start ticking items off the Fix the Show to Dero list. Young and Restless spoilers for Wednesday, July 8th. Pulling out all the stops, because when has he ever quit at just some of the stops? Michael pleads his case to Christine. Cue another chorus of Mommy Never Loved Me Enough as Billy questions Jill's intentions. Patty forces Jack to keep a secret, which honestly doesn't half as bad as some of the other stuff she's forced him to do. Guess this means he's gonna pull through? Lily sees a new side to Kane. Doesn't this seem to happen every week now? When they decided to stop writing him as a sad sack jerk, they really went hard in the other direction. Jill pushes Billy to resolve their issues. And if they actually do, can we get Jill to work on world peace next? Kyle takes matters into his own hands to protect Jack and Diane. Young and Restless spoilers for Friday, July 10th. It having been days since his last eyebrow-raising proclamation, Victor makes a surprising announcement. Though she could hardly have picked a more stressful time, Ashley returns home to visit Jack. Nikki struggles with her new condition. Why isn't anyone keeping Summer in the loop about the events rocking her family? How great a Jill recast is Lauren Koslow. Why is Patty walking around with cat food? Join us in pondering the imponderable in the latest batch of Soap's burning questions in the photo gallery below. The morning sun rose over the city, painting the skyline in shades of gold. It looked like an ordinary summer day, but for the people whose lives were tangled together by love, ambition, and betrayal, nothing was ever ordinary. Every smile hid a secret, every promise carried a condition, and every decision had the power to change everything. Emma stood outside the old cafe where she and Liam had shared countless memories. She stared through the window, wondering how something that once felt so perfect could become so complicated. She held a folded letter in her hand, a letter she had written weeks ago but never found the courage to deliver. As she reached for the door, she saw Liam inside laughing with Sophia. The sight froze her in place. Sophia leaned across the table, speaking softly, while Liam smiled in a way Emma hadn't seen for months. Her heart sank. Without entering, she turned away, convinced she had already lost him. Inside the cafe, however, the truth was very different. I still think you should tell her, Sophia said. I will, Liam replied. I just need the right moment. Sophia nodded. Waiting too long has a way of creating bigger problems. Liam sighed. I know. Neither of them noticed Emma walking away. Across town, Daniel arrived at the offices of Carter Industries with determination written across his face. For months, he had suspected that someone inside the company had been leaking confidential information to competitors. Today, he intended to uncover the truth. His assistant placed a small envelope on his desk. It was delivered anonymously. Daniel opened it carefully. Inside were photographs showing senior executive Victor Hale meeting secretly with representatives from a rival corporation. Attached was a handwritten note. Trust no one. The biggest betrayal is still coming. Daniel stared at the photos, realizing they could destroy careers if they were authentic. Meanwhile, Olivia prepared for the charity gala that evening. As director of the city's largest children's foundation, she hoped the event would raise enough money to expand medical services. Yet beneath her calm appearance, She carried a painful secret. Only her closest friend, Grace, knew that Olivia's foundation was on the edge of financial collapse. "If tonight fails," Grace warned, "we may have to shut everything down." Olivia looked around the beautifully decorated ballroom. "It won't fail," she whispered. "It can't." At the luxurious Hawthorne mansion, family tensions reached a boiling point. Patriarch Edward Hawthorne announced that he planned to rewrite his will. His children exchanged nervous glances. "What brought this on?" asked his eldest daughter, Victoria. "I've spent years rewarding loyalty," Edward replied. "Now I want honesty." His youngest son, Mason, nearly dropped his glass. "Does this have something to do with the missing investment funds?" Edward looked directly at him. "Maybe." No one spoke another word. By afternoon, rumors spread quickly through the city. Someone had posted anonymous accusations online involving politicians, business leaders, and several influential families. Panic followed as phones rang nonstop. At Carter Industries, Daniel confronted Victor. "Explain these photographs." Victor barely looked surprised. "They don't tell the whole story." "Then
Victor
tell me the
smiled.
whole story." "The truth is dangerous. Are you sure you're ready for it?" Elsewhere, Emma wandered through Riverside Park, trying to clear her thoughts. She unfolded the letter one final time before tearing it into tiny pieces. As the wind carried the fragments away, she heard footsteps behind her. Losing something. She turned to find Liam standing there. "I think I already did." He frowned. "I've been looking everywhere for you." Emma folded her arms. "So you could return to your lunch?" "Lunch? With Sophia?" Liam laughed softly. "You misunderstood." "Did I?" "Sophia is helping me plan a surprise." Emma looked skeptical. "What kind of surprise?" Instead of answering, Liam reached into his pocket and revealed a small velvet box. Emma's eyes widened. Before he could open it, his phone rang. The screen displayed one name, unknown caller. He ignored it. Seconds later, another message appeared. "Don't propose unless you know who Emma really is." Liam's smile disappeared. At the gala that evening, elegant guests filled the ballroom while cameras flashed from every corner. Music echoed through the hall as donors mingled with celebrities and business executives. Olivia stepped onto the stage. "Thank you all for believing that every child deserves hope." The audience applauded warmly. Then the lights suddenly went out. Gasps filled the room. When the emergency lights flickered on, Edward Hawthorne's priceless diamond necklace, scheduled for auction, had vanished. Security immediately locked every exit. "No one leaves," an officer announced. Inside the crowd, nervous faces searched one another. Grace whispered to Olivia, "This is a disaster." Olivia noticed someone slipping quietly toward a side corridor. "Mason." He disappeared before she could reach him. Meanwhile, Daniel received another anonymous message. "The thief isn't after the necklace. They're after the documents hidden beneath it." Daniel rushed toward the auction display. The velvet case lay empty, but beneath the missing necklace had been a sealed envelope. Now it too was gone. Outside the ballroom, Emma finally asked Liam to explain the mysterious message. He handed her the phone. She read the words silently. "Who would send this?" "I don't know." Emma hesitated. "There is something I've never told you." Liam's expression changed instantly. "What is it?" Before she could answer, tires screeched outside. A black car sped away from the hotel parking lot while security guards chased after it. Inside the fleeing vehicle sat an unseen figure clutching both the stolen necklace and the confidential envelope. The driver smiled. Phase 1 is complete. Back at the gala, police questioned every guest while suspicion spread faster than facts. Edward accused Mason. Mason blamed Victor. Victor insisted someone wanted to frame him. Daniel quietly wondered whether the theft and the corporate leaks were connected all along. Emma finally looked Liam in the eyes. "My real name isn't Emma." He stood speechless. My family changed our identities years ago after my father testified in a major corruption case. Liam struggled to process her confession. So everything was a lie? No, she replied, tears forming. Only my name. Everything I feel for you is real. Just then, Daniel burst into the hallway. We have another problem. What now? Liam asked. Daniel held up his phone. The anonymous account just posted a countdown. The screen displayed only one sentence. 24 hours until everyone learns the truth. Silence settled over the group as they realized the coming day could destroy reputations, relationships, and families alike. Some secrets can stay buried for years. Others demand to be uncovered. And when the clock finally reaches zero, no one will escape the consequences.